Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Hopeful Chewbacca back at the Church of Chewbacca, and today we're going to go over the top 10 third basemen in MLB The Show 20. As you guys already know, the 11th inning program has come out, so there will probably be not much more new content this year. There might be a few third basemen here there that get released, and they will be 99 overalls, and I'll let you know whenever I do the true reviews on those individual cards if they fit into the top 10 third baseman list and where they would fit into. As for right now, I'm going to give you a top 10 list of the third basemen that are in the game right now, but I do think this list will hold up pretty well about who are the best third basemen. This goes based off of their primary positions, not guys that play first base, outfield, catcher, shortstop, second base. That could be played at third base. These are guys that have the primary position of third base. Let's get into it. Honorable mention. First guy on this list in the honorable mentions is the 98 overall Justin Turner, third baseman for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And honestly, I didn't know whether to put him on the top 10 or not. I got a couple guys in the 8, 9, and 10 spot that I think Turner might be a little bit better than for me personally. But I'm going based off of kind of what the community has said about some other players, looking through the community on Reddit and on Facebook groups, as well as on MLB The Show Nation's site as well on their forum. And I'm going to have to put Justin Turner in honorable mentions. Looking at his attributes, they are pretty amazing. He can also play first base, second base, and shortstop, right-handed throwing, right-handed batting. But his attributes, back to those real quick. He has 108 contact versus righty, 125 contact versus lefty, 97 power versus righty, 108 power versus lefty with 98 vision. Now, what I will say about this Justin Turner is his swing takes a little bit to get used to, but I absolutely mash with Justin Turner. I thought he was, for me personally, the best third baseman card in the Stage 1 Team Affinities, and I've said that more than once on this channel. I think Justin Turner has an amazing swing. Some guys don't like his swing that much. The thing that had me not put him on the top 10 is pretty much Justin Turner's fielding is not where it needs to be. If he had a little bit higher fielding, he'd definitely make it into the top 10, but with the 80 fielding, 82 reaction, and the 75 arm strength, there's just better options. Plus, he's slow at 34 speed, but he's kicking off the honorable mentions, and he is a guy, if you're a Dodgers fan, or if you just like his swing, go get this Justin Turner. Play with the players that you like. Next on the honorable mentions is another one of my favorite third basemen to play with in the game. This is the 2019 Silver Slugger, Anthony Rendon. And he has another guy that his attributes look very similar to Justin Turner. He does have no secondary positions, though, unlike Justin Turner. But he has 109 contact versus righty, 107 contact versus lefty, 92 power versus righty, 106 power versus lefty with 92 vision. He has great swing. Absolutely mash with this card. He likes to hit the ball all over the field. Another thing, though, his fielding, just like Justin Turner, just isn't good enough, and he has a really weak arm with 62 arm strength. That's very disappointing for a third baseman, and that's why I sing on the honorable mentions here, but he is one of my favorite players to play with. The last of the honorable mentions is the MVP Chris Bryant, 2016 version of him. He can play first base, left field, center field, and right field. And actually, the reason I like this Chris Bryant is because of his versatility and the amazing swing. He absolutely mashes lefties. The 106 contact versus lefties, 120 power versus lefties with 71 vision. The vision is a little bit of a downside, but against lefties, this Chris Bryant is one of the best. I think he has one of the best swings at third base in the game. Really, there's a lot of third basemen in this game, though, that have amazing swings. Chris Bryant, though, the fielding at 86 fielding, 82 reaction, and 74 speed kind of sets him apart from other third basemen. Unfortunately for me, he did not make the list because I just think there's 10 better third basemen than him, but I do really like this card personally. So if you need a guy maybe on the bench against lefties, Chris Bryant might be a guy to pick up. You tried maybe 4, 5, 6, 7 of these guys on the top 10 list and I'm about to go over. Maybe Chris Bryant's the answer for you. Like I said, at this point in the game, it's about guys that you like and you're productive with, and there's a plethora of them to go about getting and trying. Number 10. So to kick off the top 10 of these third basemen here, we have the 98 overall tops now, Brian Anderson for the Miami Marlins. Obviously, his primary is third base, right-handed throwing, right-handed batting. Secondary positions of first base, second base, left field, and right field. And honestly, this dude has tremendous power and a good swing, as I mentioned so far. The 4 guys we've gone over, even the 3 guys on honorable mentions, have great swings. This Brian Anderson is not short of that. Great in the field as a 90 fielding, 94 arm strength, 93 reaction. That's something that sets him apart about the other guys on the honorable mentions and why he gets the 10 spot. And then you're looking at his power, the max 125 power versus righty, 110 power versus lefty. Only 69 vision, and that's kind of what holds him back from being higher on the top 10 here. But he's starting off the top 10. Great defensive third baseman, great power guy. Give him a try. I think you'll really like him. Number 9. The 9th guy here is from the Stage 3 Team Affinities, a 99 overall third baseman for the Philadelphia Phillies, Mike Schmidt. And he's right-handed throwing, right-handed batting, secondary position of first base. Another guy that's a defensive dynamo at third base. Might be the best fielding third baseman in the game. There might be one or two guys that are a little bit better than him that we'll get to on this list, but you're looking at him with the 95 fielding, 91 reaction, and 95 arm strength and 94 arm accuracy, 62 speed, so he's just better defensively than Brian Anderson, and essentially has the same amount of power with better contact and better vision. That's why he's getting a 9 spot over Anderson that has the 10 spot here. You're looking at his batting, and he has 87 contact versus righty, 108 contact versus lefty, 106 power versus righty, 122 power versus lefty with 81 vision. The thing that holds this Mike Schmidt back is his swing's a little bit goofy. Kind of reminds me of Joe Torre's swing, is you have to get used to it. Once you get used to it, he absolutely mashes. But until you get used to it, he might struggle some. But defensively, I don't know if there's another guy that's more shut down than this Mike Schmidt over at third base. Number 8. I think this guy is slept on by a lot of people, but at number 8, I have the Kansas City Royals Stage 2 team affinity George Brett. Secondary position of first base. He's right-handed throwing, left-handed batting, and he's a great contact guy. But he hits for way more power than his attributes show here. He has 123 contact versus righty, 114 contact versus lefty, 85 power against righty, 80 power versus lefties, 120 vision. So great vision. He's going to have a huge PCI. He's going to make a lot of contact whenever people are throwing. He's very hard to strike out. And then in the field, he's above average fielding. It's not amazing, not absolutely terrible. But he has 85 fielding, 80 arm strength, 82 arm accuracy, 75 reaction with 62 speed. Pretty well-rounded defensively there. I just think he plays above his power attributes, and he just has a great PCI and great contact. That's why I got him coming in at number 8 on the list. Let me know if you guys think I put him too high. Maybe I could have bumped one of these other guys that were in the honorable mentions into the top 10 and put George Brett in the honorable mentions. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments down below what you think about George Brett if you've used him at all. Number 7. This guy right here is probably one of the best power bats in the game. Definitely when he came out, and probably still to this day. Absolutely rakes here with the 121 power versus righty and the max 125 power versus lefty, 96 vision, and he has pretty good contact with 102 contact versus righty, 92 contact versus lefty, 96 vision, good vision number. His discipline and clutch are great as well. The thing about this Harm Killebrew is his fielding is pretty bad at 63 fielding, 70 arm strength, 65 arm accuracy, and 60 reaction. The reason I have the Killebrew, though, at number 7 is where the Schmidt, the Anderson, and the Brett would kind of have to be your starting third baseman. I think this Killebrew could still be on your bench as a bench bat. He could play first base or third base, as you can see, as a first base secondary here. I just think that longevity-wise, Killebrew's always going to be on your bench because he has an amazing swing, one of the best swings in the game. He always seems to get the ball in the air. He doesn't hit on the ground very much, whether it's line drives or fly balls. And then you're just looking at his power. It's close to max with good vision, good contact. And it's just one of those guys I think you have to have on your bench in the game if you can hit well with his swing. And I think he has a very good one at that. Number 6. In the 6th spot here, I have the 99 overall Signature Series Eddie Matthews from the Atlanta Braves, or he also played for the Milwaukee Braves as well. Secondary position of first base. He's left-handed batting, right-handed throwing. And really what has this Matthews so high is his swing is absolutely ridiculous. He plays way above his attributes in every single card he always has in the video game. Even though his attributes aren't amazing, like I said, he plays above them. He has 106 contact versus righty, 86 contact versus lefty, 112 power versus righty, 96 power versus lefty with 107 vision, 125 discipline, and 102 clutch. In the field, he has 80 fielding, 83 arm strength, 75 arm accuracy, 76 reaction, 54 speed. I'm going based off of the Matthews always having a great swing. He is very expensive, though, so maybe I should have docked him a few points there. But either way, I think that he just hits above his attributes, and he can be your starting third baseman. But he's not the best Atlanta Brave on this list, to be honest with you. There's another guy that's on the list that's a better Atlanta Brave than this Eddie Matthews is. I just think that he plays above his attributes. Got him at the 6th spot here. Let me know what you guys think. Number 5. Getting into the top 5 here, we have the 2015 MVP, Josh Donaldson, third baseman for the Toronto Blue Jays, 99 overall. He's right-handed throwing, right-handed batting with no secondary positions. I wish they would give him the first base secondary position here. I personally would like that a little bit better on this card, but I understand he did not play any first base, shortstop, second base, or anything else besides third base the year he won the MVP in Toronto. His attributes are 102 plus across the board here. You're looking at 102 contact versus righty, 104 contact versus lefty, 102 power versus righty, 114 power versus lefty, 82 vision. He has, I think, a tremendous swing. Me personally, I think he has the second best swing out of all the third basemen in the game. I think there's only one guy that has a better swing than him, and he absolutely mashes. 85 fielding, 84 arm strength, 82 arm accuracy, 93 reaction, 52 speed. He's going to make all the plays defensively. I do think they slighted his arm strength a little bit in this card, in my personal opinion. Got him coming in at number 5 on the list. Yes, you're going to have to pay a million subs to get him. Do I think he's worth that price? No, I do not. However, he's 5th on my list because I do think he's the 5th best third baseman in this game. Number 4. Coming in a 4th spot, I have the third baseman for the Colorado Rockies, the Show 19 Finest fan vote, Nolan Arenado. Secondary position of first base. He's right-handed throwing, right-handed batting. And you're looking at him here. He has 106 contact versus righty, 107 contact versus lefty, 99 power versus righty, 112 power versus lefty with 111 vision, 85 discipline, 114 clutch. In the field, he has 90 fielding, which I do think is a slight of how good of a fielder he is. 97 arm strength, 84 arm accuracy, 99 reaction with 38 speed. Honestly, Arenado has a slight hitch in his swing. I personally don't like it. That's why I got him at 4. Do I think he could be a little bit higher on the list depending on how well he hit with Arenado? Yes, I do personally, but I just don't hit well with this card. I don't think he has that great of a swing. I never heard anybody other than a few of my buddies say that he has a good swing. I think the general consensus is the 3 guys above him have better swings than he does, and that's what's holding this Arenado at 4. Do I think you should give him a try? Yes, I do. He is pretty much a free card as long as you do the collection for the finest. I've done an in-depth true review on him quite recently whenever I went over the collection rewards for the finest cards. I will put that as a card in this video that will be up in the corner here. That way you guys can see in an in-depth true review whether or not he's a card for you guys to grab. Number 3. In the 3rd spot, I have the 99 overall Jose Ramirez, third baseman for the Cleveland Indians. And honestly, the top 3 guys are all interchangeable in my personal opinion. I do think the guy at number 1 is going to be the general consensus for the number 1 third baseman in the game by everybody, but I do personally think these top 3 guys are interchangeable. The thing about this Jose Ramirez, he's a switch hitter, right-handed throwing, can play a plethora of other positions, first base, second base, shortstop, and left field. He has 95 contact versus righty, 125 max contact versus lefty, 103 power versus righty, 125 max power versus lefty, 96 vision, 91 discipline, 125 clutch. In the field, he's 84 fielding, 80 arm strength, 81 arm accuracy, 87 reaction, and 61 speed. The reason this Ramirez comes in at the 3rd spot is because his fielding's worse than the 2 guys that are above him. But honestly, I think this Ramirez has a great swing. He's a switch hitter, and he seems to play a little bit above his attributes, especially when it comes to hitting the right-handed pitching. But like I said, I do think that the other 2 guys above him can be interchangeable with him. He's a great option. He's a for-free card by doing the September monthly awards program, as he is the final card for that. And you can prestige this card as well, which will make his defense a little bit better and whatnot. Number 2. In the 2nd spot here, I have the 99 overall Manny Machado, third baseman for the San Diego Padres. This is finest 2020 card. You can unlock this in the Stage 4 Team Affinities for free, or by doing some collections if you want to spend a few stubs. It'll be cheaper than buying him for his price tag that's over 120,000 stubs right now. And you're looking at his attributes. He's 109 contact versus righty, 116 contact versus lefty, 111 power versus righty, 120 power versus lefty, 105 vision, 101 discipline, 125 clutch. It looks like all his attributes are on fire there. You're looking at the yellow, just a little bit of a flame right there. And he's one of the best fielders at third base. He has 96 fielding, 99 arm strength, and 97 reaction with 81 arm accuracy, 46 speed. So he's not the fastest runner there, but he is probably the best defensive card. I do think Arenado should have had higher fielding and been what this Manny Machado is, but he is the best fielding third baseman in the game. The thing that's holding him back and doesn't have a number 1 spot is he's not a switch hitter. The guy that's number 1's a switch hitter, has a ridiculous swing, and this Machado's attributes are good. Machado's swing is also good. Personally, I think everyone should have Machado as their third baseman in the game because he's free or very cheap by just doing the collections, where the number 1 guy is going to cost you a million stubs. And let's get in to see who that guy is. Number 1. The number 1 third baseman in the game is the Signature Series Chipper Jones. He's going to be a million stubs. He's a switch hitter, right-handed throwing, a secondary position of left field. He has 116 contact versus righty, 116 contact versus lefty, 105 power versus righty, 93 power versus lefty, 102 vision, 125 discipline, 114 clutch, 76 fielding, 74 arm strength, 73 arm accuracy, 74 reaction. So I misspoke there a little bit, and my apologies. I thought he had better fielding than Jose Ramirez, but I think when I was doing this, I was comparing it to the finest the Show 18 card that Jose Ramirez has, which he does have better fielding than, but he does not have better fielding than his Player of the Month card. So I misspoke there. I apologize. But he has 68 speed, 75 stealing, 64 base run aggressiveness. I get that his attributes are not better than Manny Machado's, but I think everyone can agree that the Chipper Jones, even his 94 overall, 96 overall, whatever card it was earlier that was an inning boss, just plays way above his attributes. This Intra Series Chipper Jones, to me, I haven't got to play with this card. I don't have a million subs just laying around to go buy this Chipper Jones. I'm going to assume and make an assumption here that this card plays above its attributes just like that card did. And if it does, he is better than Manny Machado because he has a better swing. He's just going to generate better contact, and he shouldn't be making as many errors as his other card did. But maybe Machado is number one. You guys let me know in the comments down below if you think Machado should have got the nod here, number one, instead of Chipper Jones. Maybe I'm going with nostalgia here, and I just think Manny Machado isn't a good person or a great player or a great ambassador for MLB in general in real life. So I went with Chipper Jones, maybe just out of a gut instinct. But I really do think this Chipper Jones will be more productive than Machado is. Maybe I'm wrong. You guys let me know. Guys, that's going to wrap up this top 10 third baseman MLB The Show 20 list. I hope you guys like the list. Let me know if you guys agree with it or disagree with it. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like this video. That way we can continue to grow this channel. I appreciate all the support you guys have given me so far. You guys have a great day and be safe.